Just about set, 1200 meters. And away they go from the 1200 meter marker. Hot Chili was slow into stride 2 lengths. Wild NAMAQUA first one to respond. Silver Green is right there. Quantities moving around with the white blinkers, looking to settle into his stride. Then we find the Lonsdale to the inside. Hot Chili recovers to be 3 lengths off them. Storm of Swords to the outside. Different tactics for Amiga Onslaughts. Off the bridle about 5 lengths off the tempo. Towards the inside is Jammer. Go Shorty 7-8 lengths off the tempo. Positivo and Try My Tune. Towards the back end, Bubka. 600 meters to go. Wild NAMAQUA. The Lonsdale looks to move in early. Hot Chili's on the inside, then Silver Green. Quantity comes to the outside. Big reminders for Amiga Onslaught. Still got about 4 or 5 to make up. Wild NAMAQUA at the 300. The Lonsdale now applies big pressure. Hot Chili, quantities running on. Still Wild NAMAQUA over the last 100. The Lonsdale goes in for a run. Inside the 150 now. The Lonsdale's got to get to Wild NAMAQUA. Wild NAMAQUA continues to go by a half a length. And Wild NAMAQUA, the Lonsdale lunges through late. Wild NAMAQUA just won it. From the Lonsdale, Jammer ran on, just outdoing Hot Chili. In front, number 2, Wild NAMAQUA, doing things up till the last 25, and now he just comes under a little bit of fire close home. He always looked to hold the Lonsdale, but the last 2 or 3 strides, he's just starting to shorten that stride, and the Lonsdale giving it his all, but Wild NAMAQUA by a diminishing head will just last long enough. Number 2, Wild NAMAQUA. The Lonsdale giving his all back in second. A lovely run from Jammer staying on the Brave Tin Soldier. And then came Hot Chili back in that 4th position. Quantity runs 5th. Amiga Onslaught under pressure a long way out. Further back, Positivo. Try My Tune. Silver Green. Bubka. Go Shorty. Still in front, Wild NAMAQUA from the Greg and Karen Anthony stable for the Sook Rogers is in command by a length. The Lonsdale looks to wear down. For all the money in the world, it looks like Wild NAMAQUA is going to hold on by about 3 parts of a length. But the last 2 or 3 strides, you'll see Sean Cormack now just asking for maximum to just keep his head in front. And he's done the job. The Lonsdale, Jammer staying on powerfully. And then came Hot Chili. Back to the studio.
Number 2, Wild NAMAQUA, has been consistent throughout his career, and he's put his act together today. First time jockey Sean Cormack has partnered him, and I thought he'd give him an absolute peach of a ride from draw 1, and he kept finding all the way to the line. Well done to Greg and Karen Anthony, of course, the Sook Rogers, and the breeder was Dr. Haynes, and nice ride, Shawnee. You know, it looked like a competitive field on paper. A few horses had form to recommend, but I like the way you handled this horse. You gave him a positive ride. Yeah,
he's not the easiest horse to ride. He's very aggressive, and he takes a lot out of himself by the time he gets in those starting stalls. He was restless in there as well, so he gave me a really hard time, but he broke smartly, which I was expecting, and raced forward. And then I had a little bit of a challenge on the outside, and he fired up a bit. He was quite settled. And then, as I say, then he fired up when that horse joined me, and luckily that horse then, pursued to follow me, and he seemed to settle a little bit more. I took it up at the top of the straight and pressed on, and just towards the end there, he was obviously tiring, and I just tried to hold him together.
I had a look at your rides today, Sean, and I thought a win will be a bonus for you, and you got one on the board, which is a positive. The balance of your runners, all got chances, you're hoping?
Yeah, I actually wasn't coming up today, and then we had a runner, and I thought we had a few more, and they all came out. So I was left with one ride, and I ended up picking up a few others.
Sure.
And I was fortunate enough that the Sook Rogers, wanted me on this horse, and it worked out in their favour, and it was obviously a cherry on the top for me, because I didn't think I had the strongest card. So as I say, I wasn't actually coming up, but nice to get one home.
That horse, the Sluice Gate, fair comment, too short and, too far last time out maybe, and you needed it?
No, I think he just needed it, and this is going to be more suited to him today. And he's a problematic horse, and I don't think he's the greatest horse around. I'm sure Lee and the boss would agree with me. But he does try, and he pushes through all his little problems, and he'll give 100%. And if things go his way, maybe he can run a respectable race.
Well, it's a bonus, and I'm glad you came.
Yeah, no, it was nice to come for them. Nice for Greg and Karen, and obviously the Sook Rogers, and thank you very much to Highlands, the lovely people to be sponsored by. Thank you very much.
Well done, Sean.
Thanks.
Let's get Greg in representing the yard, and nice to see this horse rewarded. He's been a soldier thus far.
Yeah, I thought he'd be a winner a long time ago,
Sure.
but the excuses for his being off form. He's looking good, and the win, well, we're happy to have the win.
Karen and yourself at Summerfeld, how's the string looking? We haven't chatted in a while.
We've been a bit quiet, but things are starting to turn now. African horse sickness, injections and that. But they'll start to turn now. Let's hope with this win, start again.
You got a couple more left?
Yeah, we got a couple of runners. They've got a chance. Little horse Pav coming back from a rest. If he doesn't need it, he'll run well. The rest are yet to race.
I see that horse King's Goal. He's still loving it. I mean, he's what's he, 10 now, I think, and he's having over 100 runs.
10 and 11 wins behind and lots of places. He's been a soldier, that little horse. Yeah, he's showing us that he wants to race, so we'll race him.
Give our best to Karen. Well played, Greg, and may this be the first of many more.
And good luck to the Sook Rogers. They've been a little bit out of form, but things might start to turn for them now. And to Karen, well done.
Well done, Greg. Well done, Karen, wherever you're watching. Let's get the boys in, the young boys that represent the Sook Rogers, and Donny Boy first. Yeah, I know you always like this horse. We've chatted many times off air, and you guys thought he'd win early.
Yeah, we did think that he would win early, but he's had a lot of excuses and a lot of runs. But today he came through. We're happy about that,
Sean Cormack, I thought brilliant ride.
A lovely ride. When I saw that horse settled in front, I said, he's got a very big chance.
You're a guy who studies your form, know your pedigrees. He should go on from here, Donny Boy.
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, he looks like the type that should go on.
Young man, Navir, Jabu got the lot again?
I think so, Uncle. First year, a big thanks to Mr. Anthony and Mrs. Anthony and Sean for a great ride. And this win is for my uncle. He's in Cape Town. This win is for him.
Well done, guys. Enjoy it. Well done to the Sook Raj family. And number 2, Wild NAMAQUA, 2, 1, 8, and 5. That's the way they finish race number 1. Coming up next will be the start of the place accumulator. And that time to jot down will be 13:20, 20 past 1.